Hey everybody, Max Kevin here. It's the Little Cutie Podcast. It's not too long. Oh, happy birthday, America. It's the 4th of July. Happy birthday. You did it. You don't look, oh my god, you don't look a day over 20. You don't look a day over 30. Oh wow, are you using a new facial cream? Oh, you put the facial cream? Oh, you're using placenta. Oh, you're using aborted fetus placenta. Oh, I see. It's got the... Oh well, your lids look great. I mean, you look great. Can I get some of that too? Do I need to be part of the Illuminati? How do I drink the baby's blood? I want to be young. Anyway, it's 4th of July over here in Japan. You guys see this these Palestine protests? You seen those? Have you seen these Palestine protests? Apparently, they really love this month. They really love it. They just keep yelling July, July, July. Get it? Get it? That's a joke. Anyway, it's 4th of July over here in Japan. No fireworks over here in Japan. They don't care about America's birthday. Bunch of racists over here in Japan. Can you believe that? They celebrate Christmas. They celebrate Halloween, but they don't celebrate 4th of July. Come on, dude. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving. It's bullshit, bro. We got this holiday next week. It's called Ocean Day. So, you give it's like Thanksgiving, but you give thanks to the ocean. You're like, thanks, ocean. Thanks for the sushi. Thanks for the mercury in the sushi. Now grandma's got dementia because she ate too much sushi. Yeah, Buddy Money went to the beach a couple weeks ago, and he was like, no one's there, dude. Even though it's fucking hot as shit, He's like, no one's there. And I was like, yeah, dude, Japanese people always follow the rules, And you're basically, it's not beach season until beach day. So, no one goes to the beach until it's beach day. And then everyone's like, oh, okay. I guess I'm allowed to go to the beach now. Even though the weather was fine before, it wasn't beach day yet, so summer hadn't officially started. But now it started, so now I can go. Better follow the rules. Don't break any rules, no matter how dumb they are. Anyway, what's going on? What's going on over here? Not much going on over here, Just wallowing. Just been doing some wallowing. I don't know if you guys have been wallowing. Just been doing a little wallowing. Me and Zoro just sitting around, just wallow. Zoro does most of the wallowing. I just do a little bit of wallowing. Let's see. I just watched Joe Rogan there with Terrence Howard and Eric Weinstein. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. This actor, he used to be Iron Man, but then he used to be Iron Man, but then they were like, oh, you're crazy. We're gonna recast you because he wanted more money or something, And they're like, oh, you want more money, but you're not Robert Downey Jr. No one gives a shit about you, So we're just gonna recast you. And he never worked again. I don't know. So they cast Don Cheadle. Anyway, this guy, he's got a bunch of different theories about the universe there, and geometry, and gravity and magnetism. He's a crazy person. It's basically, yeah. So we went on the Joe Rogan there a month ago and talked crazy for 3 hours, and then he comes on again with Eric Weinstein, who's mathematician, physicist, and Eric Weinstein tries to set him straight there, tries to teach him some math and physics, and the first 40 minutes, okay, at minute 40, Joe Rogan's like, let's drink some whiskey. It's the first 40 minutes, Terrence Howard is just spewing nonsense, and Eric Weinstein's being very polite. He's being very nice. He's like, yeah, that's very interesting. That's definitely very interesting, Then they break out the whiskey, Okay, then it's 40 minutes later. Then smash cut to 40 minutes later after a glass of whiskey. Terrence Howard just keeps spewing bullshit. Eric Weinstein's like, that's complete nonsense. That's complete bullshit. Oh man, it's amazing what alcohol can do, huh? But yeah, I learned a new word today. It's what is it? I forgot it already. Aphorism. Apophasia. Now, what is it? I googled it. It's like finding, it's like finding connections when there are none. Yeah, what is it? Apophenia. Apophenia is the tendency to perceive meaningful connections between unrelated things. Yeah, this guy, I don't know if he's got full-blown schizophrenia, but Terrence Howard definitely has apophenia, which is seeing connections and patterns and things when there's nothing there, So he's like, look at these circles. You put the two circles together, and then they make a triangle, and then you stack up the triangle. He brought all these like 3D figures of like triangles that he made. He's like, look at these triangles. That's gravity and magnetism. You can see, I got a patent for this. He definitely has apophenia. That's for sure. Anyway, you often want to, they say like autism is on a spectrum, and I guess sexuality is also a spectrum. I guess gender is also a spectrum too, but I'm pretty sure like schizophrenia and apophenia are definitely on a spectrum there, Because there's a lot of people out there that are not, they're not full-blown crazy, but they're just like a little bit, It's like tough to convince them of rational thoughts. They're not capable of making rational thoughts, And well, they're allowed to vote. They're all allowed to vote. So that's why democracy doesn't work, I guess. Anywho, I've been teaching. My students are all quite terrible. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why any of them attend university. None of them want to study anything. They're all majoring in useless, and they don't even want to study useless. So, I mean, a couple of them do. Some of them do. But I would say the majority of them don't. They don't want to do anything. Like, God, and they fucking... They're like... These kids come into class, like, they'll come in class late, right? And they'll sit down, and they're like... It takes them, like 5 full minutes to, like, open their fucking book, Like, they'll sit down, and they'll put their bag down, and then they'll go through their bag, and they'll get their book, and they'll get their pencil, and they'll get their headphones, and they'll get that, and then they'll put them on the desk, and then they'll, like, straighten them on the desk, and then they'll get a little drink, and then they'll put the drink on there, and then they'll undo the cap, and then, they'll position everything. It's ready to go, and then they'll look at, the girls will look at their phone, look at their makeup, and then they'll brush their hair a little bit, and then they'll straighten their little book. Okay, and then they'll open their book and be like, it's just like, just open your fucking book, all right? You don't need to, make sure the pencil is in the correct position on your desk there. You never even use it anyway. You just been staring at your phone the whole time, Yeah, I notice these kids, they all have like phone chargers, and they're all like using their phone chargers in the morning. And the whole time I'm just thinking like, what? Don't you charge your phone like when you're sleeping? Like why do you need to charge your phone at 9 a.m.? It's like, why didn't you charge your phone last night? I don't understand. Like, and it's not like it's like a lot. There's always one kid charging their phone every class. Some kids using like the battery pack to charge their phone at 9 a.m. It's like, what do you do? You don't know? These kids don't even know how to. You're supposed to charge your phone at night when you're sleeping. What's going on with these kids? Oh man, there's a future Japan, everybody. Anyway, trying to figure out how I can talk to my department leaders about rewriting the textbook that we're using, because it's not very good. It's not. I mean, there's some good parts. It's got some good parts, but mostly bad parts. It's just written for like advanced level speakers, Like they got this essay. They have these kids write these essays, right? These 5-paragraph essays, And they got like the explanation for it. And it's like, this is how to write a body paragraph, and it's like 3 pages, 12-point font, single spaced. It's like a goddamn essay about how to write a body paragraph, and it's like none of these kids are going to read that, It's like, how do you not know that none of these kids are going to read that? Like, that's a waste of paper, dude. It's a waste. That's fucking useless, So I'm trying to figure out how I can tell them that, that they need to simplify. They need to reorganize and simplify and add some stuff for the underachievers, because basically the entire book is written for extremely advanced students, but we don't really have any extremely advanced students, So I don't know why who wrote this. Anyway, so that's the thing, is I don't really know who wrote it. I don't know who wrote it, so I don't want to go to like the head of the program and be like, "This book sucks. Well, let's rewrite it," And if he wrote it, that would be embarrassing, So I'm trying to figure out how I can tactfully, ask to rewrite it for them for the same pay that I'm still getting this. I'll still get the same pay, but I'll just rewrite. It'll make my job easier, and maybe it'll put me in everyone's good graces, if I redesign the textbook for them, But we'll see. We'll see what happens, Larry. What else is going on? Is there anything else going on in the world? I guess it doesn't matter. I made this podcast long enough already. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.